This video will be focusing on everything you need to increase your Skyblock level and get that sweet HP and strength. Now that they removed directly getting HP from fairy souls, it makes early game much more difficult. The way to combat this is with Skyblock levels. I would recommend getting a decent Skyblock level before diving deep into things like slayers and dungeons. Basically the entire combat side of Skyblock. There are many different ways to get Skyblock levels, and in this video I'll go part by part and explain the best ways to progress. When you first spawn in, you could start by talking to some villagers and grabbing the rogue sword. This will also give you Skyblock XP. You should start by focusing on leveling your skills. Try to get farming 10, mining 12, foraging 7, and combat 12. As you're leveling your skills, you'll inevitably unlock collections, and these collections give you tons of free XP. In those said collections, there are also minion crafts, which give you a ton of XP. For example, if I spawn in and start breaking wheat, I'm killing 5 birds with 1 stone. I'm leveling my farming, I'm unlocking wheat collection, I'm unlocking seeds collection, I'm getting materials for the wheat minion, and I'm getting coins. You should farm enough wheat to get an efficiency 2 golden shovel, and then head over to the desert settlement and start farming up some sand. You could easily get mining 12 using this method. And while you're here, make sure to unlock all the collections. These are potato, carrots, leather, chicken, pork, mutton, feather, rabbit, cactus, cocoa beans, sugarcane, mushroom, pumpkin, and melon. Level these minions anywhere from 3 to 5. Don't level the animal minions though, they are very annoying. Next, you'll want to head over to the deep caverns. Make sure to grab an undead sword to kill the lapis zombies. Lapis armor will probably be your first armor set, unless you went for farm suit. You could unlock plenty of collections in the deep caverns as well as craft plenty of minions. And while you're here, you can unlock the Dwarven Mines with lapis. Once you unlock the Dwarven Mines, start grinding glaciate armor. Not only will this give amazing combat XP, this armor basically makes you invincible in the deep caverns. It'll basically carry you through early game. Also, don't forget to do your daily fetcher and puzzler quests. The extra 20k you get from doing the fetcher quest makes getting a raider's axe much easier. You should also start doing your daily commissions for that extra Heart of the Mountain XP. And now we have everyone's favorite skill, foraging. Get an efficiency 5 golden axe and start unlocking all the wood collections. You could easily get each collection to around level 4, and you could upgrade the minions to either tier 4 or tier 5. Not only will you get Skyblock XP through doing this, you will also be leveling your foraging skill. Next, you'll want to start by getting some easy talismans. If you aren't sure what to go for, check out my talisman progression video. And once you have some talismans, select the fortuitous power to max out your crit chance. And don't forget to reforge your glaciate armor to fierce. Next, you'll want to head over to the end and start farming shiny blocks. These blocks can drop a variety of items. There's one right behind me right now. You can get XP bottles, you can get a piece of ender equipment, and you can get endermites, which drop mite gel. You're going to sell that to NPC, and that's going to be your money making method. With that, you'll be able to buy Raider's Axe. You're probably going to need to farm them for around like 20 minutes. And now that you have 130k from mite gel, hopefully, you're going to want to buy the Raider's Axe. You could either wait for Jerry Island to open, or you could have a friend open it for you. And now that you have full glaciate in a Raider's Axe, head back over to the end and start farming Endermen. You're going to want to drop all the ender equipment along with the full ender set. At this point, you're making it into mid game, and the path heavily diverges. If you have full fierce ender armor with a Raider's Axe, you should definitely go for an aspect of the end. With this aspect of the end, go around and collect fairy souls. And this can be a free 4 Skyblock levels. The aspect of the end doesn't only help with fairy souls though. You could also finish off your races and get some more talismans as well as the XP for finishing those races. Next, you should probably start looking at minions and dungeons. And if you want to move towards Slayer, pick up some dragon armor from either dungeons or leeching dragons. Also, make sure to always be doing your daily experiment. And now, unfortunately, the next thing you should do is farm cane. I know it's sad, but you gotta do it. It is mandatory that you farm enough cane in order to get alchemy 50. This gives you more Skyblock XP than you'll know what to do with. The farming XP that you get from doing this is also great. Skills should account for most of your accumulated Skyblock XP. And the next biggest group would be collections. Make sure you're running diverse minions to maximize collection levels. And this also helps you to craft different higher tier minions. Dungeons gives amazing Skyblock XP because each class has their own separate leveling system that individually gives XP, and these all level up naturally. Now we have Slayers, a huge contributor of your Skyblock level. Do not neglect these. Having good Slayers is extremely important. You should have level 7 Zombie, Spider, and Wolf, and you should start getting into Enderman Slayer. I made a video on Slayers if you want to learn more how you could progress. There is a huge part of Skyblock levels that I haven't mentioned yet, and that's the museum. Each item you donate gives you 10 Skyblock XP, and many of these items are extremely easy to get. I would say you should donate at least 75 of the easiest items you can to the museum. This will give you an extra 7.5 1.5 Skyblock levels, and most of the items are basically free. Every time you get a new item, you should log it into your museum. You don't have to keep it there, but you should 100% log it in. If you haven't already, make sure to make a bunch of different farms on your island so you can max out the minions and collections for these items. If you get a tier 11 of every single farming minion, that will give you a bunch of Skyblock XP. Sure, it would be annoying, but those tier 11s are much easier than other tier 11s. If you haven't already, make sure to complete all the quests you can in Skyblock. Most of them don't take more than 5 minutes. You should also try to get every single pet you can to boost your Skyblock XP. And the higher rarity, the better. The great thing about getting pets is that you don't have to actually level them. You just have to have them in your pets menu. The bee, for example, is free pet score for a relatively low cost. Each pet score gives you 3 Skyblock XP. Next is the XP you get from the Heart of the Mountain. In my opinion, mining is by far the most important skill in the game, and your Heart of the Mountain can give some crazy XP. You get XP from reaching tier 7, as well as XP from all the powder you get. So naturally that means once you hit tier 7, it's time to start powder grinding. Powder gives exponentially less XP the more you get, but a good Heart of the Mountain tree will definitely give you an extra few levels. So I'll end this off by saying Skyblock XP gets harder and harder to come by once you get later into the game, but paradoxically, you don't have to actually go for it to get it. You'll just get it naturally. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I'm taking video suggestions, so make sure to comment away, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.